Hello everybody and welcome to the Festive December video update. It's a little bit belated. It was supposed to come at the beginning of this week, but for one reason or another, it's kind of been punted to now. You're seeing, I'm recording this actually on Sunday the 8th. You'll be seeing it on Monday the 9th, which still gives you time to get stuff done because there's the usual things that we have to prepare for on the channel at Christmas, and some of them require your input. So I'm not giving you much time, but hopefully it's enough time for us to still get things done that we need to get done. But yeah, a busy week, hence why this is kind of being punted down the line a little bit, kick the can if you will. Went to London this week for the Works Christmas do, but it was also the managers meeting, so it was 2 days. I went down Wednesday morning and was greeted with quite the surprise on the train down. Sat on a table for four. I was on my own when I got on at Leeds. 2 hours and 15 minutes was the journey to London, and I noticed that on my table 3 people were getting on at Wakefield. I was like, oh, they're going to be a party surely, as in a party of 3. And I'm like, oh God, I'll be sat in the middle of 3 people. They'll be all wittering away. I'm like, oh God, I just want to sit here and be quiet for 2 hours, maybe have a bit of shut-eye. But, you know, it is what it is. 3 ladies then got on the train at Wakefield, and as people do on the train, kind of looking for the numbers, and you kind of think to yourself, oh, please don't be my table, please don't be my table. And lo and behold, oh, they are on my table. And three ladies, I'd say the older ladies, not quite retirement age, but, you know, I'd say 50s, whatever, 60s, maybe some of them. And they were messing around with bags and cases, and I'm thinking, oh, can you just sit the hell down? As you do, you know, I don't know these people. I just want to just sit down, and because I'd like to get out and let one of them in to get to the window seat. And they eventually got sat down. And, oh, hi, how are you doing? Just very pleasantries and all that. And I'm just, you know, because I'm not a morning person, I will admit. And then the lady next to me says, I hope you don't mind, but this is our annual Christmas trip to London. I'm like, oh, that's very nice. And we do a fuddle, buffet, spread of food, whatever you want to call it. And so I went, oh, right, oh, okay. She went, so I hope you don't mind. We're just gonna put it all on the table. I'm like, oh, no, so knock yourselves out. And then she says, but you can partake if you want. And then suddenly my trip got a lot better, because I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to say no, am I? So out comes the tablecloth. This is on the tray. Out comes the tablecloth laid on the table. Out comes the Marks and Spencer's food. Crackers, smoked salmon, Wensleydale cheese with cranberries, Philadelphia cream cheese, pigs in blankets, crisps, scones, croissants, drink, all spread out on the table. And it took her a good 10 minutes to get it all out, and I'm just sat there kind of like, oh. And then they continued, then they just fed me for the entire journey. We had a good laugh and a joke. We were having a natter. And, I had pigs in blankets crisps, I had Pringles, I had crackers with cheese on, I had a scone with clotted cream and jam, and I had a cheeky couple vodka and cokes in a can. Smirnoff pre-mixed vodka and coke, vodka and diet coke. She's like, oh, you're working? I said, well, strictly speaking, as long as I'm not paralytic, I can have a drink before work. I'm only having a meeting. I'm not going to be paralytic on a can of vodka and diet coke now, and plus I'm eating anyway. So I had 1 can, and then she went, do you want another? I'll go on then. So I had 2 cans. Oh, what a joyful way to start your Wednesday morning. So I got the train. It was a 9 o'clock train, so this all occurred about 9:30ish. And yeah, I have never had such a fun journey on a train. And the trip to London, the 2 hours, just under 2 hours by the time they got on, went by in a flash. So absolutely taking my hat off to the 3 ladies. And first impressions, I was a bit miserable. Oh God, no, hope they don't sit here. I'm glad they did sit there. So that was a great way to start my festive 3 days. Went out for a nice meal on Wednesday night. Went for Thai in Stratford in London on the Wednesday night, and I was up until midnight chatting away with the managers and in the lobby of the Travelodge we were all staying in, doing it in style. But so it was a nice, pleasant evening. I had about 3 or 4 usual Morgans. Oh, it was actually Bacardi Spice and Cokes. That went down pretty well. And then Thursday, went home, got on the train home at around about 2 o'clock, straight home. Went to my friend's house because she had her works Christmas buffet, fuddle, whatever you call it, and loads of food were cooked there. So she brought home chickpea curries, chicken curry, samosas, chutneys, yogurts. So after I got home from London on the Thursday night, dumped my case, dumped my bag, said hello to my mother, went straight out the door to go to my mate's house to be fed further festive food delights. So I had a bit of chicken curry and samosa when I got there, and a cup of Indian masala tea, and then proceeded to go to football a couple of hours after that. So that was a busy Thursday, and then come around Friday, it's the works Christmas do. And went out, got out at 3:30, finished work at 2, got ready, went out at 3:30, Christmas jumper on, and let's just say it started off well because I was just drinking my usual, which was actually Bacardi spiced again, and Coke because there was no Morgans, but lots of places seem to be doing Bacardi spiced rather than Morgans, it seems nowadays. But hey, I'm not fussy. So I had 3 of them in the first pub, and there was me and my mate. We were waiting for the others to arrive. The others arrived around about 5, so we'd already been drinking for an hour and a half and chatting away. And then we went to the place where we had a table booked, so we sat down. And this place was a place called Tapped, like a brewery Tapped place, where you do a lot of beers, a lot of ciders and stuff. They did their own sort of version of rum. So there was a mango cider on offer, and I was like, ooh, that sounds really nice, but I don't want to drink a mango cider. It's not potent enough for me, so I devised a concoction which probably was not a good idea. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but I got half a pint of mango cider and a double spiced rum, whichever brand they used, and I mixed them together. So I used the mango cider as a mixer rather than having it with Coke. And it was absolutely delicious, was this concoction. So it was spiced rum with mango cider mixer. But, of course, pretty lethal. And I had 4 of them. Then we proceeded to the next bar where it was happy hour, so I had a Morgans and Coke there. Then we proceeded to the final place where we ended up doing some dancing, and I had a shot of Sambuca to finish the night off. And then we went for a shawarma kebab at some place that does these quite fancy shawarma kebabs. It was a lamb shawarma with all the pickled cucumber, the pickled onions, and the spicy mayo saucy thing wrapped up with chips in it, wrapped up like a burrito. There you go. £9. It was delicious. And then the fight for a taxi home. And not just the fight for the taxi home, but the cost of the taxi home, because to my house from the city centre is probably 3 miles tops. £17.99 for a 10-minute journey. I'm like, what the hell has happened with the taxi prices at the moment? This is ridiculous. I was tempted to walk. I wasn't, but no. So, yeah, suffice to say, long story short, or short story long, is that I was horrendously hungover yesterday being Saturday. Hence why I got nothing done at all, because I was supposed to record this yesterday. But it never happened, because, yeah, quite tender, shall we say. But no, good fun was had, and that's pretty much all my Christmas do's now, apart from the Christmas party stream. So, let's get into the Christmas festivities here. So, yes, Christmas party stream happens every year. It's going to be happening this year. It's on the 20th, which is next Friday. That's how soon it is. Next Friday, 20th, Christmas party stream, start at 6, run until we all collapse in a heap, or I fall asleep at my desk, or whatever, usually about 1, 2 in the morning. So, yes. What do you have to do for that? Well, as per usual, on the Discord server, I will be creating a channel to gather ideas for the agenda. So if you've got any ideas that you want to happen in the Christmas party stream, put your thoughts down in that channel, which will be going live, and you should be seeing it by the time you see this video. So yeah, ideas for the agenda. What can we get up to this year in the Christmas party stream to make it fun and hopefully memorable? We've had some really funny moments in past party streams. Looking forward to this one too. So yeah, 20th of December, Friday the 20th, 6 p.m. is when it's all going to be kicking off. Get over to the Discord and make some suggestions for what's on the agenda. So that's the first thing that you're going to do to help me out. The second thing, of course, the next thing that happens on the channel regularly, and has happened since 2010, actually, is the Christmas comedy clips. Yes, every year we bandy together and we compile clips, funny clips from the channel throughout the year, and I create a little montage video, highlight reel style video, and give you something fun to watch on Christmas Day. The video itself goes up on Christmas Day for you guys to enjoy. So no different this year. Plan to do it. It's going to be a bit of a time schedule to get it done, but it's not a problem. I've got nothing to do this week, not travelling anywhere, not going anywhere, so hopefully got plenty of time to start compiling these. But yes, need your help. So you need to get your comedy clips to me, so either a private message on the Discord server or an email to my LP email account, or I used to say private message via YouTube, but I don't think you can private message on YouTube anymore. So I think it's pretty much going to be one of those two mechanisms: Discord server, private message, or an email to my email account. I think you can private message me on Twitter. I've got a Twitter account, but if you want to do it that way, send me a DM or whatever you want to call it on Twitter. Just give me the clip, the video, the timestamp of that clip, and I'll do my best to route it out and add it to the collection. So yeah, and even if it's not a timestamp and a video, and you think you can remember something funny happening in a series and you can describe it, but you can't remember where it was, I can probably find it. So the easier you make it to me, the better, which is obviously title of video and precise timestamp. But otherwise, even if you can't do that and you've just got a moment in your head, just put it down and I'll endeavour to find it. This is where Catherine's much needed support over the years as it comes into play with all the timestamp that she puts in a lot of the videos that she watches throughout the year, which is always a great help. And this year will be no different, so thank you in advance for that, Catherine. But yeah, get your clips to me as soon as possible, right up until Christmas Eve, I suppose, because that's when I finalise the video, but the earlier you can get them in, the better. So yeah, get those clips to me. Really looking forward to seeing what we can come up with this year. And yeah, just a bit of festive cheer on Christmas Day for you all. So that's the two things you need to do, really. Agenda items for the party stream, and of course the Christmas comedy clips. So the only final thing to do is cover the channel for December, of course. Those of you that watch my streams will be aware of this, but those of you who might not watch the streams quite so much might not. But basically, I'm finishing off, or trying to finish off, CK2. We finished off the Suzerain second playthrough and Pentiment recently. So now just trying to finish CK2 off. So there's nothing going to be uploaded over December other than CK2 when it comes to games, that is. And then in the start of the new year, I'm going to be relaunching Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to pick that up and start Act 3. Volpus the White shall be returning to our screens. Really looking forward to checking back in with Volpus. I've missed that little guy. To see what else we can get up to as we finish Baldur's Gate 3. A little bit of work on my part because I believe there's like new mods and stuff and that have been released since I last played it, but it shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully there won't be any sort of great game-breaking stuff going on, but yeah, looking forward to getting that kick-started. That's probably going to be the game that I play on the 1st of January. Then we're also going to be restarting. I did 2 videos. Three Kingdoms. Three Kingdoms, this myth, this urban legend, this thing that seems to be on the list that never ever gets any further to the top of the damn list is going to be restarted. We're going to pick back up where we left off, and we're going to finish that campaign. Start the campaign is a good start, I suppose. But yeah, get that campaign up and running properly, and let's get stuck into Three Kingdoms. I'm going to have a replay with some of the mods and stuff, but hey, that's going to be coming. Probably not on the 1st, because obviously that's going to be Baldur's Gate's special place, but it's going to be early in January. We're going to get that kicked off, restarted up, and we're going to get that finished 100%. No messing about anymore. Get it done and dusted. So that's the second game that we're going to be kicking off in the new year. And the third one is Suzerain. We're back to Suzerain again. The Kingdom of Resia DLC. Yes. decision will be made on the first stream of the series as to what playthrough we import. Because apparently you can import a playthrough. I don't know how much of an impact it has on the Kingdom of Reezy DLC, but we have 2 playthroughs to be able to import. The first one, of course, where our President Rain ended up getting imprisoned by the military. The second one where he ended up dead. Great outcomes. I did actually play a further playthrough, a 4th playthrough, which I've never done in a game for many a year. Play a game 4 times. And I finally cracked it. I finally got a good ending. I finally got the ending where you get the economy reversed, everything's booming, women's rights were thriving, Bloods were integrated, and President Rain got re-elected. I finally achieved. It only took 4 playthroughs. I was almost tempted to record my final session just to prove I've done it, because 3 playthroughs prior to that, all pretty much bad endings. It's a tough game, I tell you. But anyway, we have that Kingdom of Reezy DLC starting in early January too, and that will be the 3-game series that take us into 2025. Start 2025 off, Baldur's Gate 3, Suzerain, Kingdom of Reezy DLC, and 3 Kingdoms. So we've got an RPG, we've got something a bit different, and we've got a strategy. And that's how we're going to kick things off. After those games, it's an open book. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what's happening on the channel between now and, well, into 2025. So there you go. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I've done a couple of edits and retakes and stuff. Maybe less, just maybe about 15 minutes or so, possibly. But yeah, there you have it, folks. Bit later than anticipated, but here it is. Christmas video update. Get those comedy clips to me. Get those agenda items for the Christmas party stream to me. Get the date in your calendar, 20th of December, Friday the 20th, Mad Friday. Hence why I'm not even going to entertain going into the city centre, because it'll be far too busy. So I'd much rather spend my time sat here with you guys, chilling out and enjoying whatever it is we get up to. But yeah, I'll leave you to the rest of your evenings. And yeah, see you all very shortly. Bye for now.